Die with honor or sell your soul to watch him burn. At first you run, then you hide, and in the end, when you've been hunted through the wilderness for 3 months, you just kneel. I kneel in the frozen mud outside his gates. I watch the snow fall on blood I can't wash off. I have no pride. I have no strength left for that. I was a princess. Now I am nothing. Help? Forget it. No one dares shelter me. They close their doors and whisper my uncle's name like a prayer. Bruce rules the kingdom my father built. If he wanted me dead, he would have slit my throat that night. That would have been mercy. But no, he let me run because he knows survival hurts more than death. If I close my eyes, I hear them. It wasn't me screaming. It was them. My mother, my father. He didn't give them a quick end. He covered the throne with proof of his betrayal and declared himself king over their bodies. And if I am still breathing after 3 months, it is because I refuse to let him win. Every dawn, I carve another mark into my skin, a tally of days survived, days closer to revenge. But today, the hunt ends. Today, I kneel before a different monster. The gates open, and Reimer appears, the Alpha King whose cruelty is legend. He studies me from the stairs, ice blue eyes assessing me like a weapon. Still breathing? He asks, voice cold as winter. I force the words out. I need your help. He descends slowly, circling me like prey. The exiled princess wants my armies, my magic. He leans close. Tell me, Cora, what makes you think you're worth saving? I meet his gaze. Because I'll give you anything. Everything. Just help me kill him. Something flickers in his eyes. Anything is a dangerous promise, princess. He walks away, expecting me to follow. As Lou and I cross the threshold, he says one less thing. Quiet, dark, possessive. The price I demand, you'll pay it when I'm ready to collect. Inside Reimer's throne room, the cold cuts through me like a blade. Warriors line the stone walls, silent and watching. Lou's hand trembles in mine. Reimer sits on his black iron throne, utterly still. His ice blue eyes catalog every detail of my filthy, exhausted appearance. Everything I swore I'd never become. The princess of the Southern Territories has come begging, he says, his voice sharp. I lift my chin. I'm not begging, I'm negotiating. Negotiating? He rises, descending the steps like a predator. You have nothing to negotiate with, princess. No army, no allies, no throne. He circles me slowly. Tell me what happened the night your uncle took your kingdom. The memory crashes over me, but I force the words out. Bruce poisoned the celebration wine, weakened everyone. By the time we realized, his men were inside the palace. My father fought. My mother tried to protect us. She told us to run. My voice cracks. So we ran. You survived, Reimer corrects. That's not cowardice. That's intelligence. He stops in front of me, so close I have to tilt my head back. Why should I risk my warriors for your revenge? Because Bruce is expanding south, making alliances. Within a year, he'll be strong enough to challenge you. Help me eliminate him now before he becomes unstoppable. Strategic. Something flickers in his expression. But you want to kill him yourself. Why? Because he murdered my parents. Because it's my right. Honest. He returns to his throne. I can work with revenge. What are you offering in return? My kingdom. When I'm restored, I'll swear fealty to you. You're offering me something you don't have. He leans forward. Here's what's going to happen. You'll stay here, train with my warriors, learn to fight, to strategize, to survive. And when I decide what you owe me, you'll pay it. No negotiation, no refusal. Do we have a deal? I have no choice. Deal. The moment I agree, something shifts between us. A pull, a tightening, like invisible threads binding us together. My wolf stirs. Reimer's eyes widen fractionally before his expression goes cold again. Training fair to dawn, he says, turning away. Try not to die. It would be inconvenient. Dawn comes too early. A harsh knock wakes me. Training grounds, 5 minutes. I dress quickly in the leathers left for me and find the courtyard. 50 warriors are already sparring, their breath misting in the cold. Every one of them looks deadly. "You're late," Reimer's voice comes from behind me. I spin. "You said 5 minutes." 15 seconds ago. He gestures to the training ring. "There, now." I walk to the center, every warrior stopping to watch. This is a test. Everything here is a test. "What weapons training do you have?" he asks. "Ceremonial combat. Sword, spear, hand to hand." "Ceremony." He says it like an insult. "So you can perform pretty forms, but you've never fought for your life." "I fought my way out of my palace." "You ran. Against poisoned opponents. That's not combat." He circles me like a predator. "Attack me. Show me what your training is worth." "I'm not going to challenge you," I said carefully. "You're clearly more skilled. I'd only be outmatched. Wise, but being wise won't be enough." He moves faster than I see. It was a clear display of dominance. "Your uncle won't care about your intellect. He will only care about your capabilities. Right now, you are the prey." He released me and stumbled back, gasping. "Now come at me," he ordered. But again, I couldn't defeat him. This time I tried my best, employing every known technique and desperate maneuver, but he blocked every move effortlessly. Every time that I extended too far, I failed. 2 minutes later, I'm shaking, breathless. He looks barely winded. Decent instincts, terrible technique, no endurance. He takes my sword. "Kale will handle basic conditioning. When you can survive a full session without collapsing, we'll work on actual combat." "How long will that take?" "Depends on you. Weeks, months, never if you don't have what it takes." His eyes are cold. "If you can't keep up, I'll send you away. Prove you're worth the investment, or leave." He walks away, and I'm left wondering what I've gotten myself into. Over the following weeks, I learn exactly how cruel he can be. Every session pushes me past breaking. Every appearance brings cutting criticism. "Sloppy. Slower. Is this really your best?" "Because I'm wasting my time." I hate him, but I'm getting stronger, faster, deadlier. By week 6, I win my first sparring match. Kale smiles. Other warriors nod approval. Reimer watches from the edge of the ring, his face unreadable. Then he turns and walks away without a word. That night, Lou corners me. "There's something wrong with the way he looks at you. Like he's fighting himself." I dismiss it, but I can't dismiss the strange pull I feel toward him, the way my wolf perks up when he's near. I bury the feeling and focus on what matters. Getting strong enough to make Bruce pay. 2 months after arriving, Reimer calls a war council. The strategy room is circular, maps covering every wall. 6 of his top warriors are already there when I enter. Reimer stands at the head of the table. "You're late," he says. "By 30 seconds. In war, 30 seconds means death." He gestures to a chair. "Sit." He places his hands on the table. "We're moving forward with the Southern campaign. Bruce will be removed within 3 months. My heart leaps, finally. The question is how. He gestures to the map of my homeland. The princess will provide intelligence. We'll turn it into a battle plan. For 3 hours, we dissect every detail. I describe palace defenses, Buse's positions, supply routes, weak points. His warriors ask sharp questions, testing my knowledge. Finally, Reimer straightens. We'll approach from the east, split into 3 forces. Main army engages at the southern gate. A smaller team infiltrates through the old aqueduct, opens the northern gate from inside. Once we control both gates, Bruce has nowhere to run. What about civilians? I ask. Warriors look surprised. Civilians don't factor into military strategy. We'll issue warnings, Reimer says flatly. Anyone who stays does so by choice. Bruce will use them as shields, I counter. These are my people. I won't sacrifice them.
Then hope they're smart enough to hide. His voice is ice.
I'm not risking my warriors for civilians too loyal or stupid to leave.
They're not loyal, they're terrified. There's a difference.
A difference that doesn't matter in combat. He turns to his beta. Draft the orders. We march in 6 weeks.
Wait, I need more time. There are people who would help if we contacted them first.
6 weeks. Long enough to prepare, short enough Bruce won't see us coming. This is my kingdom.
If we're too brutal, they'll never accept me again.
Then perhaps you shouldn't have lost it in the first place. The words hit like a blow. Even his warriors look uncomfortable. My parents were murdered, as they, voice shaking. I didn't lose my kingdom. It was stolen. Another difference that doesn't matter. He stands in front of me. You came to me for help. I'm giving it to you. My way, my timeline, my strategies. If you don't like it, leave.
He's testing me, always testing.
Fine, I say through gritted teeth. 6 weeks, your way. That night, I break down completely. Lou holds me while I cry. Not from grief, but from the weight of what's coming, the blood that will be spilled, the person I'm becoming. We can leave, Lou whispers. Start over somewhere far away. No, I take her hands. No matter what happens, I'll always come back to you. I promise. But even as I say it, I wonder if it's true.
6 weeks pass like lightning and eternity. Training intensifies. Every day, Cale pushes me harder. When Reimer appears, his criticism is razor sharp. Faster, weaker. If that's your best, we're all dead.
A day we march south, snow is falling. 200 warriors move like a dark river through a white landscape. I ride near the front, Lou beside me, trying not to think about leading an invasion against my own home. Reimer rides at the very front, scanning the horizon constantly. He hasn't spoken to me since we left. We reached the eastern forest 3 days later. Reimer gathers his commanders for final instructions, outlining the plan with brutal efficiency. Remember, he says, we are restoring the rightful heir. Spare the princess's people when possible. But if you must choose between mercy and survival, choose survival. I'm assigned to the infiltration team, 12 warriors tasked with opening the northern gate. I know the aqueduct system better than anyone. The entrance is where I remembered, hidden by vines. We drop into the tunnel. The smell hits immediately. Stagnant water, mold, decay. We move single file through knee-deep water, silent except for the distant echo of darts above. We emerge in the cellar without incident. The palace is dark, everyone sleeping. Perfect timing. We split up. Most head for the gate. I take Cale and another warrior, Ren, toward the throne room. I'd lied to Reimer. My goal isn't the gate. It's Bruce.
We move through corridors I ran down as a child. Everything looks the same, but feels wrong.
The throne room doors are ahead. 2 guards stand watch, distracted by combat sounds from the south. Cale moves first. Both guards drop silently. We push through the doors. The throne room is torchlit. Bruce sits on my father's throne. He's not alone. Lou is chained beside him, gagged and terrified. My blood turns to ice. Hello, niece. Bruce stands, smiling. I've been expecting you. Behind me, the doors seal. Guards pour from hidden passages. We're surrounded. Did you think I wouldn't prepare? Bruce descends the steps. I've had spies in the Northern Territories since you arrived. I know about Reimer. I know about your army. And I knew you'd come for me personally. He circles close to Lou, hand on her shoulder. She flinches. Let her go, I say, drawing my sword, despite being outnumbered 20-1. Your fight was never with you, girl. He pulls aside Lou's collar, revealing a symbol burned into her skin, mirrored on his own neck. Blood magic. Your sister's life is bound to mine. If I die, he makes a slicing gesture. You understand. My sword falls from numb fingers.
That's better, Bruce says, smiling. Now, here's what happens. Call off your army, return to your frozen hellhole, live with the knowledge you failed. Again. And if I don't, I end everyone here, starting with you, sister. Oh, I'll perish too, but at least I'll take her with me. His eyes gleam. Revenge or family? Choose. I look at Lou, see the terror in her eyes, the plea she can't voice. Outside, Reimer's armies pressing forward, victory within reach. All I have to do is give the word, and Bruce falls. My parents are avenged, and Lou perish. End me, Bruce spreads his arms. Go ahead, take your revenge. Just know her heart stops with mine. Or surrender, and she lives. Simple choice. It's not simple at all. But looking at my sister, my last family, I know there's only one choice. They'd surrender, I whisper, voice breaking. Let my team leave unharmed. I'll surrender. Bruce's laugh echoes through the room. Excellent. Though I wonder, will Reimer consider your deal fulfilled when you've accomplished nothing? The truth hits like a blow. I failed completely. No revenge, no kingdom, no way to save Lou. I've lost everything. Cale grabs my arm. Cora, we retreat now, while we can. You have to live for her. You can't help if you're dead. Come on. She and Ren drag me backward as guards advance. We fight our way out. Outside is chaos. Reimer's forces pulling back, the assault failing. Someone betrayed us, or Bruce was just better at this game. The retreat is a blur. Cale keeps me moving when I want to collapse. At the rally point, Reimer waits. His face is ice. Report. Cale explains. The trap. The blood magic. Lou's capture. As she speaks, horror flickers across Reimer's expression. He knew. Somehow he knew this was possible. We're pulling back, he says after silence. Northern border. We regroup there. We can't leave Lou, I protest. We survive long enough to figure out our next move. His eyes meet mine. Your sister isn't dead yet. That means there's hope. But if we keep fighting, we lose everyone, including you. Then Lou dies for nothing. He's right. I hate it, but he's right. Every step north feels like abandonment. I promised Lou we'd survive together. I've broken that promise. Back in Reimer's territory, I'm a shell. Everything's gone. Parents dead, sister hostage, revenge impossible, kingdom lost. I stop eating, stop training, stop caring. Leave me alone, I tell Reimer. Our deal is off. I have nothing left to give. For the first time, his mask cracks. He doesn't yell. He sits beside me in the darkness, voice quiet and intense. You think you're the only person who's lost everything? The only one who's made impossible choices. He almost tells me something, almost explains, but stops himself. I can save your sister, he says instead, but you won't like the price. I don't know how long I sit in that room after he leaves. Hours, days. Time blurs together through fury and despair. Cale brings food I don't eat. Warriors offer condolences I don't want. Lou's empty bed mocks me. On the third day, I stop crying, not because the pain lessens. I'm simply empty, hollow, a walking corpse, animated only by the faint hope that Reimer can actually help. Finally, I force myself up. Force myself to his study. I have to know. I have to understand what he meant. Whatever the price is, I'll pay it, because Lou is all I have left, and I would do anything, become anything, to save her. I walk through the corridors like a ghost, warriors parting silently as I pass. They know what happened. They know I failed. Reimer's study is in the oldest part of the fortress. I knock once. Come in. He's standing by the window, looking out at snow-covered mountains. He doesn't turn when I enter. You said you could save her, I say, my voice raw. Tell me how. Tell me what you want. Please. Silence stretches between us. Then finally, he turns to face me. Sit down, princess. This is going to take a while. Reimer's study is filled with ancient texts, symbols I don't recognize covering every surface. He gestures to a chair. Bruce's blood magic is old, he begins, tied to bloodlines and sacrifice. Breaking it requires equally old magic, forbidden magic. He pulls out a book, pages worn and stained. I've spent years studying this. I know how to unravel the bond and free Lou. Hope surges in my chest. Then do it. Whatever you want. Everything. He closes the book. It costs everything, Cora. Breaking blood magic requires an equal exchange. A bond for a bond. I don't understand. He takes a breath, and for the first time, I see something like vulnerability in his eyes. To break the bond between Bruce and Lou, I need to create a new bond, a stronger one, between you and me. My heart stutters. What kind of bond? A mate bond. His voice is steady, but his eyes are intense. You must accept me as your mate completely. Bear my mark. Bond with me for life. You must also surrender your claim to your father's throne. Let your kingdom be absorbed into mine. And, he pauses, you must bear me an heir within a year. I stare at him, stunned. You're asking me to give up everything. Yes, no hesitation. Your throne, your independence, your future. Everything. Or Lou perish slowly as Bruce's prisoner. Fury explodes in my chest. You've been planning this from the beginning. You knew about the blood magic. You knew I'd fail. You set me up. I gave you a chance to reclaim your throne without conditions, he interrupts. You failed because Bruce is smarter than you gave him credit for. I'm not your enemy, Cora. I'm your only option. You're asking me to become your possession. I'm asking you to become my mate, my equal, my queen. His jaw tightens. But yes, the magic requires your complete, willing acceptance. No coercion, no manipulation. You choose freely to bind yourself to me forever, or you choose to let your sister perish. That's not a choice. It's the only choice you have. He steps closer. I can save Lou, but the price is you. All of you. Everything you are, everything you'll be. Mine forever. And if I refuse, then I tried. His voice is quiet. And you live the rest of your life knowing you could have saved her and chose not to. The cruelty of it steals my breath. I need time, I whisper. You have until tomorrow night. After that, the magic becomes too difficult to perform safely. He turns back to the window. Choose wisely, princess. This decision is permanent. I spend the day and night agonizing over the choice. Give up everything for Lou, or refuse and live with her death on my conscience. There is no real choice. There never was. At dusk the next day, I return to Reimer's study. I refuse, I say, the words tasting like ash. I won't become your possession. There has to be another way. Pain flashes across his face, quickly masked. Then our deal is done. You're free to leave. I turn toward the door, my heart breaking. But as I reach for the handle, something stops me. A pull. A wrongness. My wolf is howling inside me, screaming that I'm making a mistake. Wait. Reimer's voice is strained. There's something you need to understand first. I turn back. He's standing rigid, fighting some internal battle. Then, slowly, he lets whatever he's been holding back finally break free. The air explodes with energy. A golden thread materializes between us, visible, blazing, undeniable. It connects our chests, our souls, pulsing with supernatural power. The mate bond. I gasp, staggering under the weight of it. What is this? You're my mate. His voice is raw, stripped of all coldness. You've been my mate since the moment you walked into my hall. My wolf knew it instantly. I've known it. And I've watched you plan to throw your life away for revenge. He steps closer, then I finally see the truth in his eyes. Not cruelty, but desperate, fierce protection. I've been cruel because kindness would have made you weak. I pushed you because I needed you strong enough to survive. I'm demanding everything because you don't get to die, Cora. You don't get to waste your life on a suicide mission. The bond thrums between us, and suddenly everything makes sense. The strange pull, the intensity, the way he's always been fighting himself. I don't understand, I whisper. If I'm your mate, why not just tell me? Because you would have used it to manipulate me into helping for free, then died fighting Bruce anyway. His voice cracks. I couldn't watch you do that. So I made you earn your strength. I made you choose life. By forcing me into this impossible bargain, by giving you a reason to live. He reaches for me, then stops himself. You're mine, Cora. Mine to protect, mine to cherish, mine to save. I will not let you die. I will not let your sister die. But you have to choose me, choose us, choose life. The golden thread pulses between us. Everything I thought I knew is crumbling. I'm reeling. Fury and understanding war inside me. The mate bond blazes between us, and I can finally feel what he's been feeling. The desperation, the fear of losing me, the iron control it took to keep his distance. You lied to me, I whisper. I protected you. You manipulated me. I saved you. His voice is fierce. You came to me with a death wish, Cora. You were ready to die if it meant killing Bruce. I couldn't let that happen. So yes, I was cruel. Yes, I withheld the truth, but I kept you alive. I look at the evidence spread across his study, the texts, the spell components, the years of his research. He's been preparing for this. Not manipulating me, but preparing to save me when I inevitably needed saving. You knew Bruce would trap Lou. I suspected. Blood magic was his specialty before your father banished those practices. His expression is pained. I hoped I was wrong. I think of Lou, of her terror, of her life bound to that monster. I think of my parents, of my lost kingdom, of everything I'd sacrificed. And I realize this isn't about revenge anymore. It hasn't been for a long time. It's about love, about choosing the people who remain over the ghosts of the past, about choosing life. I step forward, meeting his eyes. The mate bond flares brighter. I accept, I say, voice steady despite my shaking hands. The bond, the mark, the throne, the heir, all of it. Relief crashes across his features. But understand this, I continue, steel in my voice. You've bought my bond, Reimer. You haven't earned my heart. My sister is the only reason I'm agreeing. When she's safe, you and I are going to have a reckoning about what you've done. Good. He pulls me close, his voice a dangerous whisper. I'd expect nothing less from my queen. He bites down, the claiming mark, and the mate bond snaps into place. Gold fire races through my veins. Pain and pleasure and belonging all at once. When it fades, I'm marked, claimed, his. But as the golden sigil glows on my skin, I feel something unexpected. Not trapped, but anchored. For the first time since my parents died, I'm not drowning. Can you really see her? I ask quietly. I swear it. He rests his forehead against mine. We'll face Bruce together, break the spell, free Lou, and then, his voice softens, then we'll see if you still hate me. I pull back, meeting his eyes. You've won my bond, Reimer. But if you want my heart, you're going to have to fight for it. He smiles, dark, predatory, satisfied, and for the first time I see genuine warmth there. Good. I never wanted an easy mate anyway. He takes my hand. Let's go save your sister. And then, my queen, I'll spend the rest of our lives proving I'm worthy of you. We ride toward Bruce's kingdom. Mates bound by magic, allies bound by necessity. Two broken people who might just be each other's salvation. If we don't destroy each other first.
If alpha intensity, soulmate sparks, and thrilling wolf world secrets are your jam, subscribe now so you don't miss it. Fresh episodes drop every day, and the twists will have you hooked from the first howl.